and they give you like an ID, a form of ID or loyalty card, and say whenever you refer more people to do the same, we will reward you. That is simply what Long Reach is all about. And I hope every one of you here today are excited to be part of this meeting. The product is what drive our business, and it's very paramount that every one of us know what the products are all about, what they do, why we choose some of the ones that we have chosen. And if you are a Long Reach partner and you don't use Long Reach products, you've not started. So my co-panels in this meeting tonight, I've seen Jide Ofo. Is Dr. Noso with us? Dr. Noso, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here. Good evening.
Good evening, boss. What about Mr. Kelechi? Are you with us? I want to be sure that all our speakers are.
Collins, okay. I am here full time.
Jide for the jungle master himself.
Yes, sir. Full time.
Today I was the PA. I took over your position today.
We're at Lagos.
Yes, so at Lagos. So
you see, all of
us
go vomit that way.
It's good to have you, boss. So do we have Mr. Rotimi? I think he has answered. What about King Eze? Do we have King Eze with us? King Eze Igwe, if you are with us, kindly indicate.
And yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Mother,
hello.
Yes,
hello.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, I'm on board.
I can hear you loud and clear. Good to have
you. Okay, thank you. Okay.
And my brother from another mother, Binelo, are you with us? Okay, so let's, I hope Binelo join us anytime soon. So I'm going to be starting today with Dr. Noso. I want you to share one or two knowledge and why you use some of the Long Reach products you use within 3 to 5 minutes, please. So, Dr. Noso, the floor is yours, sir.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. It's always morning in Long Reach. I think I made a mistake when I say good evening. Can you hear me? Am I loud and clear? Hello?
Yeah, loud and clear. I hear you. Go on.
We can hear you, but it seems your network is a bit bad. Okay, so while we wait for Dr. Noso to resolve his network issue, can I skip to Rotimi? Mr. Rotimi, are you on standby?
Yes, I am. Hello, can you hear me? Good morning.
Is Rotimi with us?
I'm with you. Good morning. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello, can you hear me? Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mr. Rotimi Kolawole, and this evening I'm privileged to share with us two of the major products and many products that I use. One of it is the mouth freshener. I call it small but mighty. Small but mighty. This mouth freshener has done a lot for me. One, it has solved the issue of going about with tom-tom to be able to freshen my breath. I had issues with my dentition. I had issues with my breath, but when I came in contact with this, I was able to resolve all those issues alongside the toothpaste that we use. This, I call it small but mighty, in the sense that I had a testimony that it solved with low problem for someone. And now I decided to also make use of it when I saw someone that was in need for it. And lo and behold, I used it, I sprayed this twice on the wheat glue. And by the next time I will see the person, I saw that the hand, everything was dried up. I also use this since last year. I've been using this. Honestly, the issue of cough, the issue of catarrh, cold, everything that always poses as challenge to me, honestly, it is gone. So long reach is wonderful. The products are effective. I also used this for my nephew and nieces last December when they were complaining of cough. They couldn't sleep in the night. I just opened their mouth, sprayed it, and that was all. They didn't experience it again. So this is one of the products. The second product I will talk about is Libao. Libao. You permit me please to sing 2 songs for concerning this. Before, in the other room, the song was "Just Take Me As I Am, Just Take Me As I Am, oh. Just take me as I am, take me as I am." That was the song before. Because I also checked the quality of my sperm produce, but since I started using this, that confidence is restored. What comes out of me, I know is as a standard quality and all those. This product, it also energizes me. This label, it also boosts my immunity. In fact, at times when I run out of calcium, if I still use this, the kind of strength it gives to me, and you know that kind of joy in the other room, when you are satisfying your woman, you can feel that smile. And even if you say, hey, Mr. Man, do it small, small, don't go too far. So you see, that's one of the beauty of this product, Libao. And permit me also again to say as a roundup this song. I never see this kind company before. Wonder, 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 wonder. I never see this kind company before. Oh, wonder, 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 wonder. Long reach now, wow. Long reach now, wow. Long reach now, wow. Long reach now, I never see this kind company before. Wonder, 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 wonder. So those are the 2 products I'll just share with us because of time. I use so many products and it has done a lot for me, including this alkaline product. Thank you very much. Over to you, Mr. Collins.
Wow, 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 wow. Boss, I've never heard this testimony like this before. I personally know that long reach products are great, but this one that it comes with, in fact, I think we need to start our own band. Vinello will be the backup singer. So that is the exciting, that is the wonderful products. What's the power behind what long reach products can do? It gives you your confidence, you know. I'm sure Madam will be serving food now in double plates, not in one plate. You understand? Thank you very much, sir, for your time. And just stay on standby. We may need you to share 1 or 2 things again with us. I hope Dr. Noso is back online with us. Dr. Noso, are you there?
Yes, I'm back. Oh.
Okay, sir. So good to have you back. I hope the network does not disturb us again. In fact, when I was complaining about your network, it didn't knock me out. So good to have you back, sir. You have the floor for the next 3 to 5 minutes, sir. Just share with us your experience with long reach products, the super amazing long reach products, and 1 or 2 things you can tell us about them.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Is there any feedback? Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, we can hear you very loud and clear. For now, we are only having excitement in the chat response.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Also, and I'll be talking about some of the long reach plurals. The thing is, when I partner with long reach, the first thing that caught my attention was the fact that, okay, so these are the products I use daily. I can use them while I make money. To be honest, I wasn't really expecting so much magic or so much difference from the ones I've been using before. All I know is that, okay, I just switch my brand and I make money from it for the long term. But when I started using the products, I'm someone that I sweat a lot. I usually tell this story because that's the product I use daily. I sweat a lot, so I use a lot of roll-on. I use roll-on basically. I use a lot of it. Right from my secondary school time, I started using roll-on because of my sweat and all those stuff. So what happened? What did I do? So when I discovered that Longreach also has a roll-on, I've been seeing the roll-on in the market, and well, I said, okay, just let's to try the roll-on. Now, the things I noticed about the roll-on is the fact that, sorry, I'm not with the roll-on here because I'm somewhere. I'm not currently like in my house. I'm somewhere now. So it's in like my packed bag. So what happened? So when I discovered that I used the roll-on, I've been using other roll-on. Now, what I discovered about the roll-on is the fact that yes, even though it allows you to sweat, but there's no odor. There's no odor at all. So you use, because the one I've been using before, you use it, yeah, it keeps you dry for some time, but with time, when you start, sweat will come out and to mix with the roll-on, with the one I'm using for that, with the fragrance, and you discover there is this particular kind of odor that it produces. It's not really very offensive, but you know that, okay, yes, this one is overdue. It's time to apply another one. But one I noticed about Longreach product is that it took me till the end of the day, I was still fresh. So the sweating, it doesn't block the pores. It allows you to flow through it, but there's no this odor that comes from sweating. And then one other thing is when you shave, there's this thing about when you shave and then you apply roll-on immediately, there's this irritation that comes with it, and then there are boys that probably start coming later and stuff. That was the end of it for me when I started using the Longreach roll-on. Now, because most of the products for roll-on, they are made from natural. Most of them are from natural products. I know the aloe vera is part of it. So those were the things that. So when I used it and I noticed that, I was like, okay, now this makes sense. Then when I something I discovered was the fact that it doesn't stain your clothes. Most of the ones I used to use before, so I used to change my inner wears. Like before I know it, I already changed it because the armpit to start getting soaked and start getting discolored. But the one I'm using now, when I started using the Longreach roll-on, the new ones I was able to get, I discovered that they don't stain your clothes. Your clothes still remains. You don't those patches that you see on your clothes. That was bye-bye for it for me. I didn't see it again. So those things, those one caught my attention for it because the roll-on I cannot do without using the roll-on. So I always have the roll-on in my house. I always have to get it because I use the roll-on anytime I'm leaving. So it keeps you fresh. There was a time there was an issue. So I was located, I was moving. So I had to pick up the one I was using before, the brand I was using before that I dropped in the room. I said, okay, let me just try it today and see the difference. No experiment, just to see something. And I discovered that when I used it, by the time the odor started coming out, by the day as the day was going on, and there was this odor that started coming out. That was when I knew that
Okay, it seems the network has knocked Doctor off again. Anyway, he has also practically used his 5 minutes. So let's move to the Jungle Master. We will come back to Dr. Nonso to round up later. Let's move to the Jungle Master. Jide Ofo. This one that you are dropping wine before speaking. I have my own bottle here. I have my own. See my own. See. So, Jide Ofo, you are still muted. Kindly unmute yourself.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, good. My name is Jide Ofo Ibekwe Tazan. I am the team leader of the Jungle Squad. So today, I don't know why I will be given 5 minutes to talk about our product. I don't know. I think they will give me like 2 days to run concurrently, 48 hours to talk about the testimony of our products. You see? But since it's 5 minutes, I'll keep to the time. So now it's 7:20. By 7:25, I'll be done because I have another meeting. First and foremost, I wrote on Facebook that when I lost my job in 2018, the company paid me, and I work with a multinational company, and having network marketing in mind, I thought I was making an investment, not knowing that I'm investing in a Ponzi scheme. And to cut the whole long story short, everything went down the drain, 3.5 million naira. What happened? I don't have any other thing again. And, as a man, many thoughts started coming to my mind, and I started falling sick. Right now, as I speak, I am in the house of my personal doctor because he's doing something today. And he invited me. I said, I will come, but I have a program. So what am I saying? I was diagnosed. I was run series of tests, and I was diagnosed of being hypertensive. Hypertensive. If Tazan can be hypertensive, that means people are finished. What did I do? I started managing it. Started taking BP drugs, vasoprene, periprene, prem, until I found Longreach. Then they used to take me to the hospital on accident and emergency. At least I've been there. I was slumped somehow. They will take me there. They will revive me. I will go until I found this and this. Berry oil and alkaline cup. Since I started taking these 2 things, I just showed us now. Since I started taking them, my life has not remained the same. I've not been to the hospital since that time, though I do check my BP at home, or I call in my doctor to check it. But I tell you, my hypertensiveness, my BP, these 2 products have kept it on check. This is tested and trusted. It is not the one another person said. No, it is me, the one I used. So this thing, if you have high blood pressure and you want to control it, please get this, your alkaline cup and your berry oil. They have other testimonies of what they can do, but this is what my BP, my hypertension, so this is what I used to bring it down, this. So take note, quote me that I say that I kept my BP on check with this. I used to check my BP from time to time now, and it is okay. But going to the hospital, I have never, since 2018, 2019, 19 till date, or at least throughout last year, I did not go. These 2 products. Now, the second testimony I have is for this, Lebao. Lebao, I say I have 2 minutes. Lebao, at the time last year, I found out that after I finished wooing, some wooing will just drop on the lap of my boxers, and I got ashamed. I didn't even tell my wife. I didn't tell anybody. But one mind said, check this Lebao and know if, just test it, not for what I'm suffering from, what I noticed. I don't took it for taking sake. I found out that before I could finish one box of this, the dripping of urine on my boxers stopped, and every morning, 4 a.m., you will see schoolboy on standing ovation. doing like this. Before now, I stopped noticing it, but since then, because even my wife that made me notice one early morning, she wanted to go to, she just woke up. You know, somebody that woke up and not hit it. Ah, the thing shocked her. Boom. She woke up, she put on the light, she started begging me, baby, please. I said, please, for what? She started pointing at it, please now, this, that. That. I said, what? He said, I'll go to school late, please. I said, what? When I noticed it, the schoolboy was even on standing ovation like this. I said, wow. He said, oh, Long Beach na helele chai. Long Beach na waya. Liba na helele, liba na waya. No supplement today like no one would there like ewo one name liba na helele. But I will not end this without talking about the elder brother. The brother. That is it here. Now, this is go kill and come back. This one. You see, yes, they say labor makes men sing. Yes, the other guy sang, and I've told you this. I won't talk much of this, but please, if you don't want to kill somebody's daughter, please don't go here. As you can see, my time is up, and I can tell you, you saw what I am taking. That is my wine for the day. Me and Dr. ID, we are doing competition who will drink more wrongly vintage wine. So this is all my testimony. My BP was put to check with my alkaline cup and my berry oil, while my other room performance is this. But I advise you on this. I won't talk much on this. But please, if you don't want to kill somebody's daughter, please run away from this. Ladies, you can buy this for your man, but please make sure you eat enough apple before you take this. Because what you will see in the other room, you will not believe it. You will know that Jesus is Lord. Thank you very much for your time while I enjoy my vintage wine. Man, now then, I didn't get this word, or his nail spot. Thank you. God bless you.
If not that this was a visual meeting, I would have said we should put a round of applause for Tarzan. The man has practically experimented all the products, and he has used it to injure. I beg, take it easy on madam. I don't say you don't hang your boots. Make you leave them hanging. So one of the beauty about this company is the quality of the products we offer. And if you are a Long Reach partner and you are not using, you are still the long term. Wasting so much of our time. Without wasting so much of our time, let's bring in another leader, King Eze Igwe. Everything na king.
Yeah, hello, good evening. Can you hear me?
You can see. We can hear you loud and clear, sir. We can hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me? Good evening. Hello, good evening. Yeah, so my name is Ezenwa Igwe, and they call me King. So all protocols observed, right? And I appreciate the meeting. I appreciate everyone that has put the meeting together. And our men too. I appreciate our men. I appreciate the last speaker. Very entertaining. All right. So for me, I have two branches of the products that we have been using. I think this should be my 1 month now in Long Reach. And I have two branches of my own testimony. And the two branches is one, the testimonies I've gotten from people that I've spoken to, that are giving products to use, and they have used those products and they have their own results. And myself, the products I've used also. So for the first part of the section, which is people that I've spoken to and I've given them products, I would say that most of their testimonies were magical. They are very magical because what I believe we already know in Long Reach is like a collection of a puzzle of products. Just as Brother Jidofo Ibekwe has said that he combined the berry oil and the cup, and he got some specific results. That's just how I feel every other product is. The combination of products can give different results. As a matter of fact, I was discussing with someone that we can combine products and even get, a cure to coronavirus from long-reach products. It's possible. All we need now is just the appropriate combination. Do you understand? Now, why I said this sweats, like someone said, but his own sweat is just on the face like this. If there's a little bit of humidity, the humidity is high, he begins to sweat on the face and it causes skin irritation. So I told him about our products, which I've also done a little bit of my own personal research, which wasn't my own use. So I advised him, take the green tea, combine it with snake oil. That snake oil, I'm coming to that. I'll say more about it. So he now started doing what I told him religiously. He took the green tea and he was applying the snake oil on his face, after bathing, which he also bathed with the. So black soap, his problem was solved completely. He called me. He was like, is that if you begin to take the vin, you start seeing not like you see like after a few days or few hours, like so snake oil and his black soap. He solved his skin irritation, humidity completely. He called me. He was so excited. His voice was shaking on the phone that he has not, in fact, he can't even remember where he kept his handkerchief. So Lagos now, humidity in Lagos is off the hook. Lagos is very hot. So I used to tell people, you hear Lagos, come to Lagos, it's quite a hot city. So that's for that. The snake oil now, I mentioned about the snake oil earlier, the first day I got that snake oil, I looked at it. I looked at the container. Nothing was written in English. I don't know if we all have, observed that. Nothing was written in English. Oh, how long do I still have? Mr. Moderator, please. 1 minute, right? Or 2 minutes?
1
Okay,
minute
2 minutes.
1 minute. Okay, 1 minute is fine.
Okay, sir. So I looked at the snake oil container. Nothing was in English. It was all written in Chinese. I knew that these guys were hiding something. Very, very important something. They don't want us to know what's actually in that snake oil. That snake oil is a magical something. It's magical. From what my friend said, from other researches I did, a lot of other things it does for women, anti-wrinkle, for men too. Then that's just that. Let me not spend much time. So the toothpaste, the mosquito repellent, very obviously. The vintage wine, Brother Jidofa has said a lot and it's about it for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your quite some information about the products you have personally have an encounter with. Like I tell people, you can't. Longreach has been in business for so many years, and the business will not be sustainable if what they are selling is not of high quality. Many companies have come, they have gone. And like every meeting I usually have, I tell people one experience I've had with Longreach product that gave me an edge in the place where I work is with the toothpaste. Toothpaste. My MD had, bumps all over his face. I mean, this is a billionaire who is always ashamed of how he looks when it comes out. Imagine being a big man, you come out in meetings, in public places with so much bumps on your face, annoying looking bumps. And then when I saw it, I just summoned up the courage and sent him a Sir, I have the solution for that. I didn't say bump, but skin irritations in your face with toothpaste. with so much confidence, people, but make this thing work, make this thing work. And luckily for me, he said, okay, he's willing to give it a try. He said, bring it. So I gave it to him. And, I just forgot that experience. I just forgot that encounter, because one thing, you recommend something for big man. Another thing is for them to use it. If you follow up too much, they may think there's something else. But to my surprise, after like 3 weeks of, how I recommended it for him to use it, his bumps was gone. And he called me to his office in presence of other management team members. And he was like, Collins, that's the way you say I use the thing work like magical. That was now when I remembered that I recommended toothpaste for him to apply to his face. And I looked at it and it was gone. And the man started sharing his experience, how far he has gone to US, and they told him laser surgery. Because he was scared, he said, no, he doesn't want laser surgery. He came back to Nigeria and he went to Reddington Hospital, and they told him to avoid egusi soup that is allergic to egusi. The wonders around our product is mind-blowing. It's amazing. And as I'm telling you, today is my biggest long reach product user in my office. It takes our coffee, it takes so many of our products, and we are just pressing some button to see if we can seal a deal of him becoming a partner. Oh, my brother Vinello, are you on seat? Are you with us? So we'll be taking a Vinello for the next 3 to 5 minutes.
Yes, I'm here. Thank you very much, Collins. And good evening. Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry I came a bit late. I've been extremely very busy. I just came back now. So I was opportune to listen to the testimonies of, what's his name? I've forgotten, sorry, I'm just not in that right now, but I was actually wowed by the testimonies of what the Libao and the snake and the wine could do. And then there's something I wanted to say before I start. The use of our long-reach product actually works when we are consistent in using them, because most of these products, what long-reach actually does is they try to replace the artificial whatever in the products with a natural means where possible, or the natural alternative where possible. So there is a need that we are consistent in the use of this product. That's when we get the efficacy. That's when we get the functions. That's when we get the results that we're looking for. And so my story goes this way. It's a very simple story. I partnered with Longreach last year, July 28th, but before then, I was having acne and pimples as large as my nose. You see, I have a very big nose, right? And so I remember during those, I'm a very confident person. I could easily walk to anybody and say what I want and move. So I'm not that kind of person that gets scared of anything, but I knew my having those pimples on my faces were, at a point it takes a toll on me, something like that. So when I partnered with this platform, one of the first things I was looking for, in fact, before I even partnered, I remember chatting up my mentor, Dr. Aidi, asking her over and over again, please, what can I use for pimples and stuff like that? She gave me some recommendation, which I never took serious. But then the point is, when I partnered with Longreach, I decided to try out. Yes, I tried out a lot of products. I started with the bamboo. I had a lot of couple of testimonies that people had with the bamboo soap. The bamboo soap is awesome. And I got it. I wanted to see, this is actually going to work for me. The bamboo soap almost got it worse. That's the truth. I had a lot of skin irritations from the bamboo soap, probably because I'm fair. I don't know. And at that point, I was combining the bamboo soap with the salt cream. And so it was not actually turning out so well for me. And I decided, okay, let me be consistent about this, because of course I know the things about creams and about soap, changing them. Sometimes we change new soap and then you have some reactions. So I felt that was the issue, that was the case. And so, but I just decided to continue. 4 months into using this thing, there was no change. In fact, I was actually getting darker. I was actually having more reactions. And then I decided to stop. And okay, initially I decided to stop the bamboo soup and then keep on trying the salt cream. But then I remembered, there are actually varieties of products. There are actually more products that we have in Longreach, right? That's one of the reasons I love this platform. See, what works for A may not exactly work for B. And that's why there's a need to try out different products. And so I decided to try out this rejuvenating cream. And then I decided to try, I was using the rejuvenating cream, and then I started seeing improvements in my skin. And then the body wash. I was in the rejuvenating cream and the body wash, but then the body wash, I'm not used to liquid soap. I'm not a fan of liquid soap. So before I even start using it, it's finished. You know, so I needed something solid. When Longreach introduced the promo soap, which was the green soap, it was perfect on me. I love the promo soap. In fact, I did that promo in such a way that I had more than 9 cartons of soap, and then I kept a lot for myself. I kept on using them. In fact, my entire family, most of them started switching to the green soap. That's the white soap that was actually beautiful, you know. And at a point, Longreach introduced the Artemisinin nourishing soap, and then I switched to this. So the combination of this rejuvenating cream, the nourishing soap, and then I take the berry oil once every day, 3 capsules every day, actually started getting to my skin. Like I started getting better from inside out using the berry oil, because I started seeing a lot of improvements in the entirety of my skin started becoming better. Of course, you have seen my face. I am not there where I wanted to be. I am not actually where, you know, there are people that have this, my sisters have, when you look at their face, you're not going to see a spot. I don't know where my own is coming from, but you see my face, I have a lot of spots. Now, this is for people who are battling with acne, but for pimples. Longreach have amazing products, right? And so what works for me may not work for you, because I have a lot of different biochemical makeup, different skin makeup. I'm playing, you know, here and there. And so that's why I try out a lot of products. So for me, these products actually did a lot of, did a lot of wonders in my skin. As you're looking at me right now, you're seeing there's a lot of improvement. You know, this is a guy that moved from having as big pimples as large as my nose on my face. Before now, I was actually supposed to have get my picture, so that I will show you what my picture looks like last year. You can go to my Instagram and look for them anyway. And then you're going to compare it with my face right now. When my classmates see me right now and look at, oh, Vincent, is this you? What are you using? Now, this is the point. When I partnered with Longreach last year, I went to prospect a particular guy in his office. When I got to the guy said, after talking about the platform and the opportunity the platform can present him, he told me, oh, does the platform not have a product for treating the rubbish on my face? That's true. I was so embarrassed. When the guy that introduced me to the guy, we entered into the car, and then we talked. The guy said, Vincent, you need to go and take care of your pimple before you're telling people that, oh, there is a lot that Longreach has. Somebody say no sound. Can you hear me, please?
You can hear you very
Can
well.
you hear me?
Okay, thank you. So
Thank you. Okay, so that was it. And I was really, really embarrassed. And that was when I started taking my Longreach products very, very serious. I was so eager to get what could work. I was so ready to get what to work, because I wanted to show people that, oh, if this thing can work for me, it can actually work for a lot of people. And it happened. So this is Vincent of this current time. Maybe probably in the next couple of months, or maybe next year, I'm going to be actually glowing and sparkling better than this, right? So the point I'm saying is, different skin makeup, different biochemical makeups, we are different. So and we have a lot of products. I think currently in Longreach now we have about 4 soaps, right? We have the liquid soap for artemisinin. I've tried the liquid soap for this. I'm not a fan of it. I just tried it. And then this is the soap I use. I have 1 carton of this in my house. I don't go scarce on it. It's not possible, because this soap, and it's not just me. I have a couple of women, a couple of men who do not, they don't want to hear this soap is scarce. They use it over and over again. They don't care about the PVs or stuff like that. They just love it, you know. And then the same thing goes with the rejuvenating cream for me. I love this cream. Like, it's everything to me. So when you are opening my bag, you just see the rejuvenating cream falling out. And then I started adding the snake oil as well. So you can see there's snake oil scarcity, but you can see me having it. I even have 2. I'm not giving anybody. Don't worry. Don't beg me. So this is for me personally, because I'm trying to get from where I was to where I want to be, and it's a journey for me. So I'm not even in a hurry. And because I said it, and I'm going to round up again, Longreach product works with consistency. They are organic products. They are close to organic products, if not organic. It works with consistency. So if you are going to be using this product, please, I beg you to give yourself some time. Let's not be kind of products, oh, you use 1 month and then you're switching to the next couple of stores. No, I have been using this product for almost 7 months. I'm using I started using the rejuvenating cream, and I'm consistently using it morning and night. So when I want to sleep, I actually take my bath, I'll rub it, and and
anyone hear
I'm
me?
sleeping, and you have a challenge with maybe acne toothpaste. Now, the big pimples I have on my face, what I did was just take the toothpaste. There's no big deal with this. The only thing for the big pimple is to dry it out. Then when it dries it out, I don't use my hand to scratch because of course it leaves me with a black spots. I just use my rejuvenating cream and it takes care of the rest. So I try as much as possible to reduce my hands from my face, and then I allow the longish product to do the work for me. And that way, it has been an amazing journey so far, like amazing journey. But the key is consistency. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Vincent, for sharing your experience and your journey with Long Reach products. Super amazing products we have. And like I always tell people, you are not in Long Reach except you are using Long Reach products. No matter what rank, what position, if you don't have personal encounter with the products, how do you tell people about the products? We are going to take we are going to take Kelechi one more time. Let him come and share with us. The other time we had some network issues, and I hope the network is better. Kelechi, are you on standby? Is Kelechi
yes,
on
I'm
standby?
here.
Okay, sir. The
Can you
floor
hear
is
me?
yours.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Well, I'll be brief and straight to the point. I'm Kelechi Obunna, and I joined this platform for passive income. My sister, I went to visit my sister sometimes, Mrs. Murphy, and the only thing she told me was, you and this your 9 to 5, every day 9 to 5, every day 9 to 5. Today I've come. Do you want to be getting Thursday alert? I said, which one is Thursday alert? She said, okay, you trust me? I said, yeah, sure, I trust you. So I just registered, and that's how I came on. And I started earning that small. In fact, the first money I got was that. Something like that. These products and all that. These were really amazing products, And I'll talk about just a few. I can't talk about what I don't know. I'll just talk about a few products that I've really used and I tried and tested. I'll start with the dew, antiperspirant dew. I sweat a lot. I'm someone that really sweats a lot, and since I started using these products, on my armpit, I use it on the armpit. I've been always dry. I mean, sweat all over every other place, but on the armpits keeps me dry all day. Even if after having my bath, I have my bath like 3 times a day. Without even using it. The one I used in the morning will still be there. So this is very, very good, and I recommend it for anybody that has body odor, or if you have issues of constant sweating, on the armpits, this works very, very well. Then the mosquito repellents, I always flit my room then, because then when I used to work, coming back late, I would flit before going, come back every day. I don't know, they still find their way in. I don't know how Nigerian mosquitoes are. No matter how you flit, lock everywhere, they will look for a way and still enter, But since I started using this, I didn't bother about buying the insecticide. And I'll tell you one thing, the advantage of this is that it lasts longer than the insecticide. And when you use it, it scares all the mosquitoes away. You can use this for as long as possible, because it has this oily effect that when you rub it, you can, a little on your hand, it spreads through, so you won't need to flit the place or all that. So I recommend this for, if you have issues with mosquito and everything, if you have kids in the house, just a little, this works like magic. Sometimes I may want to sit outside at the veranda. You can't escape those mosquitoes, those very serious ones that come visiting when you're standing outside getting fresh air in the evening. They want to tell you they are there. But this one, once you apply it, they all run away. Then the Cordyceps militaris capsule, this, My personal testimony of this, I usually have this this stuff at the back of my head, these bumps at the back, aftershave bumps. So I had this very terrible one that started swelling. It was really swelling, and I could feel this hard stuff at the back of my head, So I didn't know what to do because it was so sensitive. I went to hospital, said I should take antibiotics, but that I should try not to touch it and all that. But I took the antibiotics and the thing was still getting hard. It was really hard. And to make things worse, it was pulling me on my ear, from my neck down. This kind of pain you have at the back, and it looks like it's affecting your arteries or something like that. So Mrs. Murphy, I don't know if you know her. She recommended this to me. She told me to just try it, to boost the immune system. And the day I took it for 2 days. That very hard stuff at the back of my head opened and had it and started coming out. So the third day I took it, I noticed it kept coming out. So I now went to get some other medication, to help clean it and all that. But this did the trick for me. So cordyceps, I've tried it, I've tested it, and I can tell you it is. Then, not to take much of your time, the last one I have to talk about is the king of all kings, and his name is Libao. This is very, 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 very powerful. Very, very, very powerful. To explain this weak erection, if you're here and your husband suffers from that, this will solve it. If you do a 9 to 5 and you come back tired, and sometimes this thing, once your body is weak, it affects every part of you. This will really help you. It has a way of energizing and reviving your body. It's not like you're taking some drug to boost your body and all that. No, this is natural. It kind of revives the body. So Libao, very powerful. I will recommend it for everybody. So this is my little testimony on the products I've tried and tested. And the toothpaste is amazing. Since I started using the toothpaste, when your mouth is closed for a long time, it begins to have some small odor. But the toothpaste, you can use it in the morning and all through the day. It remains fresh. It has been working for me. So I also recommend that. So thank you very much for having me.
Thank you very much, Kelechi. It seems we have a panel of Libaud men. For people like us that have already dropped 3 boys, we are very, very, very careful with the Libao so that we don't cause more trouble. So thank you very much. It was an amazing time. It was an amazing time with all the Libaud men. I did like to take some questions from the comment section. So if you have questions about any of these products that has been talked about, you can drop it. If you have any questions for any of the specific speaker, you can also indicate. And if you want to talk, you can ask up so that I can unmute you. We are rounding up. We have about 8 more minutes to go. So if you have any question, kindly indicate. This side is the snake oil. Okay, there's a question. Let me check.
Okay, Collins. Please let me just take I can see some questions. Can you hear me, Collins?
Okay. Yes, go ahead.
Hello, Collins. Can you hear me? Okay, so I can see some
hear
questions
you. Go
here.
ahead.
I want to take it because I want. Okay, thank you. I can see some questions here. I want to quickly take it, and then I have to just take my leave. Sorry. So somebody asked, I can't find the question again, but somebody said something about how do I apply the snake oil. So when I started using the snake oil, what I actually do is I bring out it's some part of this and put it into a container. I'm not with the container right now, and then I put in the snake oil there and I mix 2 of them. and I've been using them on my face because the point is my face, not my whole skin anyway. But I use it on my entire body. So somebody else said, but right now I apply the snake oil directly on my face sometimes, especially when maybe the weather is too hot. Because I heard somebody saying something like, how do you apply with the weather of Nigeria being so hot and stuff? You can just apply the snake oil. If you are here, the snake oil it's not just like an oil. Sometimes it looks watery. So you apply it on your face, it dries up. Before you know it's dried up already, right? So that is it. So I don't know. I don't think there's any other question from my own side. So that I'll just take them, and that is all. So as I said, consistency is the key. If you are battling with what they call it, acne or pimples, consistency is the key. Dr. No, so are you raising your hand for me or something? Consistency is the key. So in the absence of every other question, thank you very much. I don't know. Is there a question from Facebook for me, for people who are thinking of Dr. Nonso? I don't know why you're raising your hand.
I just want to add something. We're just on the snake oil, just to mention something about the snake oil. It's not edible. Sorry,
Okay.
someone is asking the snake oil. It's not edible. Now I discovered something before. It's not edible. Before I used to use the snake oil on my face. I used to use it on my face. Then I apply powder because to avoid sweat. Yeah, but I discovered I'm still sweating. Then one day I didn't apply the powder. I actually discovered that it prevented the sweat from coming. So the snake oil actually helps in hot weather. When you're sweating, you can use the snake oil and it will prevent the sweat from coming. Yes. Before I used to apply the powder, I didn't know that the powder used to counter the effect of the snake oil, so I would still sweat later. But when I applied that snake oil, it countered the effect of the sweating. So the sweating reduced on my face. I just use it on my face, just straight. I don't apply any cream. I just use the snake oil and on my beard too.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So for me, everybody has different way of using these things. For me, I use the snake oil at night when I'm about to settle for the day. You understand? I just take a shower, then apply some quantity because I have, unlike Vincent, who have the visible pimples. My own is hidden under my skin. And anytime I just touch my face, I will feel the bump. I will feel the bumps. Sometimes it gets dry and it turns black. You understand? So, but ever since I started, because I have oily skin, so ever since I started applying that snake oil at night, I noticed. And again, what attracted me to start using it is that I have a colleague in the office who has a very rough facial skin texture. And we were just talking about long reach product. He refused. He said he's not doing long reach. But eventually he bought the snake oil, and within 2 weeks, his face became clear. So it became like an advert for me, and everybody now and then, people are discovered, even till on Monday self, people are booked snake oil down, that they are ready to pay any amount to get it. You understand? So that is the beauty of our business. If people have testimony around you, your business picks up. You understand? So that is how practically I use it, and it doesn't make me sweat because it dries up. If you apply it very well, if you rub it very well, it dries off immediately. It dries off immediately. It doesn't stay. So I don't know the technology behind how they did the combination of the snake oil, but it really works for me. Then, like Dr. Heidi said, that mosquitoes are winches now. Nigerian mosquitoes are something else. In fact, the fleet they are producing these days only makes them to faint and collapse. After a while, they get up and they become angry and they attack you with all full force, and you will hear war starts, and they are coming for full attack. But if you have the mosquito repellent, that is like shit. They run away from the smell of mosquito repellent and they give you space. So we have so many amazing products. I've checked on Facebook and there is no questions from Facebook. I don't know if
there's question here. There's question from Facebook. Somebody said, how do I apply the toothpaste on face bumps? How do I apply the toothpaste on face bumps? Can you hear me? There's a question from Facebook. I just dropped it right now. Somebody's asking, how do I apply the toothpaste on face bumps? It's very simple. I have my toothpaste right here. And so what I do is, for example, I had a pimple. I don't know if you can see it. It came out sometimes last week. And because it's not on my whole face, you understand, what I just did is take my toothpaste and then just apply it here. Before, I had the pimples everywhere. So the one I had it everywhere, I was using the toothpaste as a face mask. I'll just apply it and leave it for some minutes before washing off. So this is what because I just came back home and I'm about to take my bath. That's why I'm doing this. So you can see what I'm doing. So for the person that have face bumps, you can do this as well. If the bumps, like the pimples are much on the face, and you don't just have to apply one, just apply this way, apply this way around your entirety of your face and leave it. Make sure you rub it in so that your body like absorbs them. Do you understand? Before you wash out in the shower. But then if you're having just one face bumps and just like mine, all I just do is to just apply. I don't touch my pimple anymore because I understood that this pimple, when you open them up, it turns to black. So what I just do, I just allow my Lovely product to do the magic for me. I just take this and then look for where it is and just apply them this way. That's it. I allow them to dry. But if they're all on my face, I'll just start applying them normally like how I apply this. So that's how I do it. You understand? So that's how you should do it as well. And then you can wash off and then use your rejuvenating cream, your salt cream, your snake oil, as the case may be, how it suits you, and do your magic. So I don't think there's any other question from my side. And thank you very much for having me. Thank you, Dr.
Thank
Ivy,
you
for this
so
opportunity.
much.
And I'm going
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to all our amazing speakers on the panels tonight. And thank you so very much to Dr. ID, our SD Dr. ID, for putting this amazing program together. Please, how is Evergreen Product? We are still having more questions, but today we are done. So maybe we should take the questions to WhatsApp group because the time given to me, we have used it. We have used our time. So maybe, I don't know if our convener would like to say one or two things. Is our convener here? Dr. ID, would you like to close?
I'm here. I don't have anything else to say. I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much, people. I've just been laughing at the revelations this night. I've been laughing at the revelations this night. You people, see all the secrets revealed. Thank you so much to all of you. You made this a very interesting session. I appreciate it all. Thanks so much, guys. And I think we can now, it's safe to say good night to everybody. Good night, everyone.
Yes, good night.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Yes. For those of you who still have, questions, you can go and put it on the on the Facebook group. Yes, my chairman, sir, I'm loyal.
Yes, I had someone talking about.
I don't learn one or two things from you.
Calm down. I had someone talking about Lebao 2 Edeno. It is 4. Lebao,
4 with warm water.
Yes, at night.
Yes, 4 with warm water.
Yes,
warm water.
Then that berry oil is 3
Not
morning, 3 night. Yes, but that Lebao specifically is 4. Nobody should go to Coruscant with black ginger before you kill someone's daughter. Thank you.
That is advice. Please take note. Except the person's daughter offended you and you want to revenge. So instead of what do they call gender-based violence, you can take the violence to the other room. Hope we'll take the advice. Thank you all very much. This was an amazing event, and I look forward to this next episode. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Yeah.
Good night.
Good night. Yeah.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
For today, bye.